15 minutes to catch up on every new mod this week. Hey everyone, welcome back to another weekly mod roundup. This time we've got 15 brand new mods that are absolutely worth your attention. The video's packed with information. It's a bit longer than usual, but I promise every mod here can bring real improvements to your mod pack. Clockwork introduces a full set of steampunk-inspired tools that perfectly blend practicality and nostalgia. Let's start with the Clockwork wings. They might look like mechanical cousins of the Elytra, but these beauties come with their own self-propulsion. Forget waiting for firework boosts. Just tap the jump key and you'll see the gears start to spin as the wings flap with a burst of wind, and launching you forward or even lifting you straight off the ground without a single rocket. Next up are the crossbows, available in two distinct variants. The automatic crossbow features a built-in barrel that reloads twice as fast, letting you rain down arrows in rapid succession. Meanwhile, the scoped crossbow fires bolts that travel faster and farther, complete with a spyglass attachment for pinpoint precision. Then there's the potion sprayer, a clever little device that automatically draws potions from your hotbar and sprays them at the press of a button. The effects don't last long, but it works perfectly in the offhand. Load it with a splash of slowness, and you can slow down enemies mid-fight before striking back with your main weapon. Nothing feels more satisfying than outsmarting your foes with pure machinery. And while the mod isn't fully complete yet, there's already a secret mechanical companion hidden within, the Clockwork Dragonfly. Made entirely of brass gears, it can be summoned via command and ridden as a flying mount. If your mod pack revolves around mechanical power or steampunk aesthetics, this one's going to fit right in, both visually and thematically. Next up, we've got a brand new health bar mod that automatically adds floating health bars above every entity in your Minecraft world. The placement is clear and noticeable, yet it never gets in the way of your view. The color of each bar changes depending on the mob type, and for some creatures, you can even see their armor value displayed right below the bar. Now, you might be thinking, there are already so many health bar mods out there, what makes this one special? Well, the answer's simple. It's one of the most up-to-date, polished, and compatible options available right now. In testing, it worked perfectly across all major languages, supported both vanilla and modded mobs, and ran without any lag or visual glitches. So, if you're playing on the latest version and need a health bar mod that's smooth, clean, and fully compatible, this one easily takes the top spot. In Minecraft's adventures, rivers and oceans have always been essential parts of the landscape. Yet, in the Java edition, their colors often feel flat and uniform. Natural Waters beautifully fixes that. It gives every body of water in the game a full color overhaul, making it look far more organic and closer to the Bedrock Edition's realistic tones. Each biome now has water that naturally blends with its surroundings. Once installed, you'll notice rivers flowing through different biomes now have distinct hues, from crystal clear mountain streams to deep, murky swamp waters. And for those who love using shaders, compatibility won't be a problem. I tested it myself. The mod works perfectly with most major shader packs. It even supports customization through resource packs, letting detail-oriented players fine-tune the color, fog density, and transparency of the water to their exact liking. In Minecraft, enchantments have always been the key to strengthening your gear. Enchantment Switch brings us a simple yet powerful quality of life feature, a keybind that lets us freely toggle enchantments on and off. Let's take this golden sword as an example. It has both sharpness and fire aspect on it. If we want to disable either one, we just hover over the weapon, press the toggle key, and the enchantments will show up in a clean on-off interface. From there, we can freely enable or disable any enchantment we want. The best part is that conflicting enchantments can now coexist on the same item. For instance, you can enchant a bow with mending, temporarily disable it, then add infinity, and simply switch between them whenever you need. It's not limited to weapons either. Armor benefits just as much. Say you've got Frostwalker on your boots but want to swim instead of freezing the water, just toggle it off and you're good to go. Overall, it's one of those small but incredibly flexible utility mods that quietly makes every piece of gear feel more adaptable than ever. Epic Fight The Wraithon takes us into a brand new dimension known as the Ghostly Sanctuary, whose centerpiece is a towering sword mound rising from the mist. At the heart of this realm awaits Wraithon, a half-mechanical, half-spiritual being that immediately reminds many players of Urgot from League of Legends. Because its attacks cover huge areas and are packed with flashy effects, I'd really recommend turning off shaders before starting the fight. Wraithon fights like a mechanical crab fused with ghostly power. It can absorb your buffs, shift between multiple combat forms, and unleash wide-sweeping strikes that test your timing and positioning. But what truly stands out is its boss design. It's clearly meant for multiplayer challenges. Its health pool is massive, far beyond what a solo player can reasonably handle, and it evolves through several distinct combat phases as the fight progresses. When I tried taking it down alone, it was a brutal uphill battle. But once you bring a few friends into the server, coordinating attacks and dodging together, the encounter becomes something special, intense, chaotic, and deeply satisfying. Ever get that feeling when you're sailing across a huge ocean in Minecraft and everything just feels empty? Aside from the occasional ocean monument, it's mostly endless water with nothing to really explore. Sunken Spires changes that completely. It fills the deep blue void with a network of mysterious prismarine ruins that finally make ocean exploration worth it. From what I've seen, there are around 11 new underwater structures, each scattered across the seas with just the right density. Not so common that they lose their mystery, but not so rare that you'll sail for ages without finding one. What makes this mod stand out is its balance. Many ocean expansion mods either overcomplicate things or break the vanilla feel, but Sunken Spires finds that perfect middle ground. Colored Ropes brings a set of simple yet incredibly practical tools designed to make cave exploration smoother and safer. The basic rope is your go-to climbing tool. You can stack multiple ropes in the same block space, letting them extend downward infinitely. If you need to descend from high places, the rope coil has you covered. Crafted from several ropes tied together, you can toss it onto the block beneath your feet, and it'll unroll downward with a satisfying whoosh, giving you a safe, instant way down. Since caves tend to be dark and dangerous, the mod also includes glowing variants of ropes. When placed, these emit a soft, gentle light that travels along their length. And for a touch of clever engineering, you can even attach ropes to arrows. Shoot one of these rope-tipped arrows into a surface, and a climbable line will automatically extend down from the point of impact. It's a refreshingly lightweight design that fits perfectly with vanilla Minecraft's logic. Saro's Better Glass takes something as ordinary as Minecraft's glass blocks and turns them into fully interactive scene props. No longer just decoration, but something that reacts to the world around it in surprisingly satisfying ways. Drop an anvil onto a glass surface, and instead of sitting there awkwardly, it'll crash through with a sharp metallic clang. And that's not all. Arrows now have the power to break glass too. A fully drawn bow shot can smash through up to 4 panes at once, letting you pull off cinematic moments or clever trap designs that feel far more dynamic than before. Each of these mechanics is simple on its own, but together they add that subtle, almost cinematic polish to your builds. As one of the top-tier gun mods in Minecraft, Timeless and Classic Zero has long set the standard for firearm mechanics, and its add-ons continue to push that boundary even further. Right after installation, you'll notice the most immediate change. Your weapon now moves naturally with your screen. When you strafe left or right, the gun subtly sways in sync, creating a realistic sense of inertia that makes aiming feel smoother and more dynamic. The second major improvement is the addition of muzzle functions. Every time you fire, a burst of light sparks from the barrel, briefly illuminating your surroundings, especially stunning during night battles. And for players who love long-range precision, the add-on even introduces realistic scope sway. When using scopes with more than 4x zoom, your aim will slightly drift, simulating the natural breathing and hand movement of holding a sniper rifle. Bloomcraft seems to draw its inspiration straight from Minecraft's classic mushrooms. Taking cues from the ecology of the mushroom fields, the mod reimagines the cows and chickens that spawn in flower forests, giving them a charming floral twist. Their bodies are covered in pastel tones resembling various flowers, with matching blossoms naturally sprouting from their backs. The mechanics fit perfectly with Minecraft's survival logic. If you ever want to return these floral creatures to their normal state, just grab a pair of shears and right-click. It's a simple yet delightful idea, one that adds a splash of color and interactivity to the world without breaking the natural flow of survival gameplay. Spare No Items is all about turning what used to be trash into treasure, giving ordinary vanilla items a second life through clever crafting recipes. With just a glow ink sack and a stick, you can now craft underwater torches, finally solving that long-standing problem of poor visibility beneath the waves. The new beamstone block harnesses beacon energy to link with other blocks, allowing for remote item transfers. For survival players, the Shulker Shield is a true lifesaver. Hold it while falling and you'll hear a soft thud on impact. Your health bar stays perfectly intact. Then there's the Glistering Salad, a quick consumption food item that can be eaten instantly. And if you've managed to tame the Happy Ghast, the crunchy ice salad will make your airborne companion even faster. Even rotten flesh, once the ultimate junk item, now has purpose. It can be refined into leather, letting you craft armor and tools without hunting animals. Spare No Items breathes new life into underused resources, making it a perfect fit for both hardcore survival players and those who enjoy relaxed, creative gameplay. Party Creepers reimagines the classic creeper explosion with a surprisingly festive twist. Instead of leaving behind craters and chaos, these mischievous green guys now burst into bright, colorful fireworks when they explode, turning what used to be destruction into a celebration. But what really makes this mod worth recommending isn't just the visuals, it's the level of customization it offers. With Mod Menu installed, you can open a dedicated configuration panel and fine-tune every aspect of a creeper's explosion, almost like designing your own personalized creeper behavior. For example, you can completely disable block damage, letting explosions trigger only the fireworks effect without wrecking your builds. It's a small tweak, but one that makes a world of difference for builders who want to keep their creations safe. When we play Minecraft, we're always tweaking our skins or swapping texture packs, but rarely do we pay attention to the tiny detail that's always right in front of us, the mouse cursor. That's exactly the gap the custom cursor mod fills. It introduces a sleek, anime-inspired arrow that immediately makes your interface feel fresh and personalized. You can even change its direction and scale, so if you've ever thought the cursor looked too small, that's no longer a problem. But the real highlight isn't the default design, it's the image upload feature. Simply drop any picture you like into the designated folder, enable it in the menu, and the mod will turn that image into your in-game cursor. In my case, I even tried using my own Minecraft skin as the pointer, and it worked perfectly. Whether it's your favorite artwork, a small doodle, or a custom logo, you can turn it into your own little emblem right on screen. When we first talked about Orbital Railgun, I think many of us felt the same. That devastating satellite beam crashing down from the sky, the explosion of light, the cracking ground, everything about it screamed futuristic power. But there was always something missing. The sound. Watching it fire felt like watching a silent movie. All the visual impact was there, but the immersion just wasn't complete. Well, this new add-on finally fixes that. From the moment you switch to the weapon, to locking onto your target, and finally unleashing the railgun blast, every stage now comes with rich sci-fi sound effects. The hum of energy buildup, the charging resonance, and the thunderous impact together make the entire experience feel alive and cinematic. It's a reminder that the soul of a good mod often hides in these subtle details. The sound. If you're already using the Orbital Railgun mod, you should definitely pack this add-on alongside it. After all, for a weapon this massive, visuals may be the face, but sound is the soul, and when both come together, that's when perfection hits. Hey guys, if you're looking for a reliable Minecraft server, DatHost has got you covered with fast, easy-to-use hosting. Plus, if you use my discount link, you'll get 30% off your first purchase. They also offer a complete setup guide on their website and a 7-day money-back guarantee, so there's absolutely no risk. Give it a try and get your server up and running today.